Los Angeles, California. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the LA Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Steelers, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Herbert. Short throw to Disley. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. The Chargers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. 7 yards there and a first down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Play action. It's Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched him on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. George Pickens, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, that is a confidence builder and a trust builder on both sides. And what I mean by that is Coaching staff putting together a game plan, players executing it. Now both of them are in sync. Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They forced incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the 50, here's Fields. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Steeler defense. Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, Kappa.
Now it's Herbert. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. 20, 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
Herbert on first down now. Pressure comes and down he goes. Patrick Queen got in there to stick him. He gets the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Keanu Benton, the one who got in to bury him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you...
Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Palmer are going to go in motion left. On second down, a run with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On second down, here's Herbert. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
12.
Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Palmer. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ray. Go.
Again, Herbert. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Set.
2 yards to go, second down.
21. 59. Let's go. Hey. Ready.
They'll try the draw here with Dobbins. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 24 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Dobbins will score. Touchdown, Chargers. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense They just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 41. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Herbert. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he's got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years, but here we go. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. I'm not sure that the reels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, Scott.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's Fields. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Herbert going to change the look. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Herbert off of play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Second and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And able to work his way down to the 16. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They'll run with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play. And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Second down and 8.
5-9, 5-9. Baylor Tigers. Baylor Tigers. What is it?
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Dobbins trying the left side. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 109 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Ready.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Gus Edwards with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's one deep for Pickens. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
When the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
Now Fields. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Taking on the midfield logo. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Herbert now. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here's Herbert. Complete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick here is good. So the big return had him fired up, but in the end the offense stalls out. They only mustered 3.
Yeah, the excitement was there after the return, but they didn't move the ball at all after that. They didn't even get a 1st down.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
On first down, Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 27. 122 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a toss left side for Dobbins. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Now it's Herbert. Finds Johnston. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The slot man in motion right. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Go.
From his goal line here, Fields. And here's Freiermuth again. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down. To throw is Fields. His throw incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard,
Had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
I got the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
A give up the middle to Dobbins. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is... And got his man, complete! Touchdown, Chargers! Hayden Hurst, 33 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Here we go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Nifty move, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was ripe for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And now here is another interception. Ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Edwards now on 1st and 10, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's Here's a give to Dobbins. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, Herbert on third down. Pass hauled in by Johnston. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They're going to pass here with Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
There's a quarterback who's learned his lesson. He's thrown a few interceptions so far. That time he said, I'm making sure nobody catches this one.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up second down. Now Dobbins. And he will have a Charger first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Herbert. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Running right, this is Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
And this one is right through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you